Today, we're building pentatonic licks from scratch that you can incorporate into your own soloing ideas. Okay, step one is I want you to pick an octave. Now, I'm kind of in G minor, G major, and what I'm doing is looking for G roots. So we have here, we have here, we have here, we got here. I'm gonna stay right here, and this is the octave that I'm gonna pick. Now, sticking with a single octave keeps things manageable and a little bit more focused. Now, you can always move your lick to different octaves all over the fretboard when you're ready. Now, also, when you pick an octave, you can also go above or behind your octave as well. You're just kind of trying to stay in that general area. Okay, from here, we're gonna pick a scale. So you could do major pentatonic, minor pentatonic, or you could mix them up together. Now for step two, we're gonna try just picking only a few notes. Now with pentatonics, we get 5 notes. Try starting with maybe 3 notes. So let's go 1, 2, 3. So less is more when creating sort of memorable licks. Now the next thing you could do is avoid the root. So I'm playing the root here, but what if I pick other notes that avoid the root? Now this creates tension and movement, also makes your licks more interesting and less predictable. Okay, now step 3, we're gonna add technique and character. This is where your licks come alive with personality. So techniques like bending, vibrato right there, bending with vibrato, also slides, you could also do staccato versus legato playing. So staccato is very short notes versus legato is very smooth and connected. Or you could do both. Okay, the next thing is think like a vocalist. So sing something first, then translate it to guitar. So we're here. So what if I did da 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 da, something like that? Da 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 da. This is a great way to sound more naturally musical and also will make more memorable licks. Real quick, to find more in-depth lessons on not only lick creation, but complete beginner to advanced guitar learning, click the link in the description below for a free ultimate beginner guide that includes an essential chord chart, a practice plan, a walkthrough of some beginner pitfalls to avoid, and a whole lot more. Okay, let's get back to the lesson. All right, we're making some progress here. Now, in many cases, we transcribe licks or solos from our favorite players to learn and incorporate their ideas into our own playing. Now, that's a terrific approach. What I want you to get from this approach is that while it's a bit more technical, it can lead to some very original playing as it forces you to understand the components of great soloing. These are the building blocks, and you're going to examine and build your own licks with these components. Okay, now it's time to add some movement, which is our step number 4. Now you can use approach tones from below. So these are chromatic notes that lead into your target notes. So let's go back to some major pentatonic. Now, all of these 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, could be approached from 1 fret below. Now this can create kind of a smooth, professional sounding line. Okay, now our next step, step 5, is explore different rhythms. Rhythm is what makes licks memorable and gives them character. So try these rhythmic ideas. We've got eighth notes with a swing feel. So this is sort of classic blues and jazz. You could also do long notes along with short notes. You could also try some syncopated rhythms. This adds groove and unexpectedness. So if I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... something like that. You could also try a flurry of notes. So this sort of adds some excitement and energy. 3 and 4 and... Okay, from here, you want to put all of these ideas together. It's always a good idea to do this over a backing track or maybe a recording of your own rhythm guitar playing. Now you need something to play to so you can hear how your licks are working over the harmony or chord progression. Once you have some really cool lick ideas, you can take it a step further and write out your own solo idea. Try to write a complete solo over the whole progression that you're working on. All right, and there we go. I hope you enjoyed this process and start to incorporate it into your practice. Be sure to enter your email for a free beginner guitar guide linked in the description, or you can find it on the next screen. Okay, go build some licks.